Hi sisters, James Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I just want to go ahead and jump right into the intro for today's video because I've been wanting to do this for literally so long now. I am so excited and I do think that this is probably going to be one of the longest videos that I ever upload to this channel. So saddle up, get ready because for today's video, we're doing my first ever full-on drag transformation. Now you're probably thinking, Sister James, what are you talking about? We've seen you do drag so many times on Instagram and here on YouTube, and yes, you're definitely not wrong. What I actually think is really, really cool and almost like a sentimental part of this video is that I started doing makeup 3 years ago now, and because of the fact that I started on Instagram, all of my looks are actually documented in photo for you guys to see, including my drag makeup. The first ever time that I did drag was probably about 2 years ago now, and it was this photo inspired by Raven, our legendary queen from season 2, and honestly should have been winner of RuPaul's Drag Race, as well as every other time that I've done drag after that. I will confidently say that through a lot of mistakes, a lot of misplaced eyebrows, and a lot of practice, my drag makeup abilities have definitely gotten a whole lot better, and of course they've gotten some pretty nice wigs as well, but that's kind of about it. I've been a major fan of RuPaul's Drag Race and a supporter of so many queens that have both been on the show and off for a very, very long time now. The drag community has influenced my personality, sense of humor, and also makeup skills with different tips and techniques so much throughout the past 3 years, and I'm genuinely so honored to be in the LGBTQ community with amazing drag queens. That being said though, even though drag and drag queens have been such a major source of inspiration to me and a huge part of my life, it is an art form that I don't really know that much about. As an outsider and as a fan, I've even made the mistake at looking at drag queens on stage looking beautiful and fierce as just a man in a wig and a dress absolutely killing it, when in reality, there is so much more that goes into actually being performance ready with both the skills and putting the look together. So for today's video, I thought it'd be really, really cool to take a topic that I love and am so interested in, but can be educated on because I'm ignorant towards, and really just take a full-on deep dive into the world of drag and see what it actually takes to put together a full look in time for a major special event or performance. I thought it'd be the perfect time to take on this challenge because I'm actually flying to New York very, very soon to work on some super secret sister projects, and while I'm gonna be there, coincidentally, DragCon New York City is going to be happening, and what better place to try out being a drag queen for the first time ever than at DragCon, a literal convention filled with drag queens that I have loved and looked up to for so long. The only issues are that I'm currently in the process of moving and that I leave for New York in less than 2 weeks. So this is gonna be quite the time crunch. We have 2 weeks to pull off this full-on drag transformation. Can we do it? Let's get started. Alright, so we have 2 weeks until DragCon New York actually happens. I think in order to have success in this, I need to split up my focus into 4 different categories, which I figured out are the body, the outfit, the hair, and the makeup. And I think I actually need to hit them in that order as well. Starting off with the body because, of course, like, the body is going to affect the fitting, which will affect the gown, and then I need to pick the hair based on the gown, and then I need to pick the makeup based on everything all together. So I think I definitely need to pour most of my attention into the body first because that's going to be by far probably the hardest part of this entire transformation. I don't exactly have much to work with. You guys know from my several accidental butt pics that I posted on Snapchat, there isn't a whole lot there. In order to give myself a little bit more sister shape, I'm really going for that hourglass figure, I need to get 2 different things, being padding and a corset. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna do my padding yet, which has me very, very stressed out, but we're gonna figure it out. We always do, but I do know how I'm gonna do my corset. I reached out to a ton of my drag friends, and conveniently as well, the Try Guys, which are a huge channel here on YouTube, just did a video last week where they got corset fitted. So I reached out to the same shop. They're called What Katie Did, located in Burbank, California, and I have an appointment in about 30 minutes from now for a corset fitting. I'm gonna go in and get sister snatched. So I'm gonna call an Uber and let's head over and see how much of a skinny legend I can be today. James, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sweetheart.
Do you want to tell me a little bit about like your store?
So Katie, what Katie did,
yeah.
She started out in the 90s working in London. She's been waist training for about 30 years.
Whoa.
She's fantastic.
Skinny legend.
We used to have a line of like hundreds of styles of custom corsets and everything, and we've kind of drawn back to these several different styles now. They're extremely high quality. You can wear them every day for years if you want to. Yeah, yeah. We have a lot of really famous drag performers that use these as their base for their costumes.
As soon as I talked to my designer about needing a corset, he was like, come to what can you do?
Yeah, it's a wonderful place to start out, find a corset that works for you, and they're a really wonderful price. Okay, so the fitting is like this. We take your natural waist measurement, and we go 4 to 6 inches down, and that'll be your corset size.
Okay, I'm ready for it. Let's do it.
Please, let's do it. We're gonna go for the Morticia one. That
yeah,
one over there.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh yeah. Great for padding. Great to pad out. I would try you on an extreme. We have a regular and then we have an extreme version. This one will work for your padding.
Ooh, okay.
I like this one for me because the regular Morticia pushes on my ribs a lot and I can't breathe as much.
Yeah.
I get anxiety when I can't breathe. But this one, it puts all the pressure on my waist, which I like anyway.
Oh, love that.
This is getting really flat here. This is fitting nicely. But then you can pad this out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you have tons of padding room. You can pad some in the butt, you can pad your hips out, and you have tons of room for that, but then you have a teeny little waist.
This is teeny!
And then once you pad it out, it'll look even teenier. Yeah.
Love that! Cool. Oh my lord.
Yeah, so this is pretty fantastic.
This is crazy and so cool.
$251.86.
Perfect. Get me snatched. All right, so we just checked out at what Katie did. Literally everybody there was so beyond nice and so sweet. I am ready to be sister snatched. A little bit of the flaps were sticking out of the sides because they're normally meant for more curvy people, but that is what we have padding for. I don't know how we're gonna do this yet, but we're gonna figure it out. All right, so now that our body is all snatched and ready to go, now we're able to move on to the wig. I reached out to Wigs and Grace, who is a huge, insanely talented wig stylist. She does wigs for so many queens from Drag Race, including Kim Chi, and I asked her if she'd be willing to fit me in for a last-minute wig for DragCon. She actually did say yes, and that she was willing to try to fit in a custom wig for DragCon, which I am so excited for, but we only have 1 week of time to do this, which is cutting it very, very close, so we just scheduled a FaceTime call so we can plan out the style and figure out what we're gonna do. So without further ado, let's go meet Sister Gloria. Hi, sister.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Oh, so amazing. Thank you so much for calling me today. It's so nice to meet you, by the way. Hello, James.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking on my wig today for DragCon New York City. I know it's literally in a week, but I feel like if anybody's gonna be able to, I don't like seeing that face. If anybody's gonna be able to do this, it's definitely you.
It'll be done.
Okay. I have true faith in you. Before we get started on this little consultation, why don't you tell the sisters a little bit about you, your business, and what we're gonna be doing today?
So my drag name is Gloria. I'm the jack of all trades at Wigs and Grace. Yeah, Wigs and Grace has been around for about 5 years. People knew about us because of kimchi, and we've been involved basically in every season.
I've seen your wigs on so many iconic queens. Your styling is like insane, and I am so excited to be working together for this look. Obviously, this is a very, very quick turnaround, so I feel like we should figure out what type of look we want to do like now.
Yeah, so what are you wearing?
I just had like my final planning session with my designer earlier today, so I do have my dress all figured out. It is going to be an A-line gown in white.
Okay. She's doing it.
She's going all out. I'm feeling very like old Hollywood, but like with a modern twist. Very like Marilyn Monroe meets Lady Gaga.
Since you're wearing a gown, I mean, you're going all the way there. Are you open to wearing an updo? Would that be something you're interested in?
You know, I usually do down for all my drag looks, but an updo could be like really iconic.
You're already wearing a gown, so you might as well do an updo, you know?
I'm kind of down.
Obviously, like a biggish bang with like a slight wave. And then I'm thinking like the bag is kind of messy, so it still doesn't read like super bridal or super, you know, like still a little edgy.
I'm definitely down. That sounds absolutely perfect. Oh gosh, whoa.
Okay, so color. I know we talked about blondes.
Yes.
And I do have a couple options for you. Well, 3 really.
Wow, we even have options for blondes?
We can do mini blondes.
I love that.
So I pulled 3, and this is my standard blonde, which is like the standard 613. It's like a little yellower. We have platinum, which is a cooler tone blonde, and it's almost whitish.
Okay.
Then we have Malibu, which has a little bit of a root, and then a blonde.
I feel like the platinum's gonna wash me out for sure because it's a white gown and I'm already pale. And I feel like the root would be better for a down moment, so I feel like the warm tone original is definitely the way to go.
That'll work. Done and done.
Oh my god, perfect. I feel like I'm definitely in such good hands for this look today. I'm trusting you. Definitely looking forward to seeing the finished result. I feel like I'm gonna look so stunning in an updo. Thank you so much for your time. And let's do this.
All right, we'll get it done.
All right, thank you, sister, so much. Keep me posted.
Alright, see you later.
Bye. Cheers. My planning is here. I'm gonna be a curvy sister. Thank God for Planet Pepper. I called them, they were literally the absolute nicest in the entire world. They overnighted me the padding, so now I get to be stunty and really thick. A thick sister. Oh my God. Hi sister, I included an Astro brief as well. Try this on over top of your pads and tights to smooth everything out. Have fun at DrawCon, hope to see so many photos. XO Pepper. I have to put this on right now. Hi sisters.
Oh
my God.
How are you doing right now?
Fine.
Way tighter, right?
Yeah. Okay, let's get tired.
Okay, he feels something now.
Oh.
Okay. I'm sweating from
Me too.
I'm sweating.
Is it good? Ah! Oh my God!
The difference between here and here.
It hurts so bad. It's currently 6 in the morning. I just woke up. We leave for DrawCon in 3 days. Alex is here and we gotta go do a sister fitting. Let's do this.
When we were here, you scream. We'll find out.
Oh my God, this is so great.
See the waist?
Oh
Look at
wow.
this.
Oh yeah, definitely take it down half an inch at the waist. Do you hear my stomach crumbling?
When you start burping, all the air is gonna come out.
It's true.
With the corset, you have all these pins. This have to do it all by hand inside,
Oh whoa.
so you don't have any creases. You don't see
Right.
anything.
Okay, I just got a notification from the UPS saying my wig is here. Let's see. It's arrived. Oh my God. Okay. You guys, literally, it's here. Oh my God, it's here, it's here, it's here, it's here, it's here. It's here. Should I put her on? Probably, yeah. Here she is. In all of her glory. Excuse me while I become a woman for a second. Oh my God! That's a woman!
She.
Hello. Good morning. This is so good! Oh my God! That's an entire woman. God is a woman! Okay, you guys, literally, we leave for DrawCon in 12 hours tonight, and there's a lot to be done still. So now we officially have the finished wig, thank God. Alex is coming over for one last final fitting today. He texted me this morning and said the gown is done. Of course, he's gonna kill it, and I'm so excited to see it like all pulled together. Obviously, the makeup is going to be the last step. The one thing that we're missing now is the shoes, which is not good. I ordered shoes from a really huge online website and paid for express overnight shipping that was supposed to get here approximately 5 days ago now. So as soon as we land in New York tomorrow morning, we have to go sister shopping and find me a pair of men's high heels. That's gonna be really great and fun and probably not easy. Obviously, we're gonna handle the shoes tomorrow, but for right now, I feel like I can actually finally take a little bit of a breath. We did it. We are ready, kind of, for DrawCon, and I will see you guys in New York. All right, we are officially on the plane. We're ready to go. I have Sister Cassie. We have our Shake Shack for a little sister snack. We have a 6-hour flight ahead of us, and I have not been to New York in 6 months, so it's going to be quite the adventure. Let's do this. We just got here to New York this morning, and DrawCon is now tomorrow. And the one last thing that we have not gotten yet are our shoes. So I'm currently in Steve Madden, and I'm having a dilemma because I just tried on a size 9, which is my normal shoe size, and I could not get my left foot in, and my right foot was slipping. So I've now come to the conclusion that if I want to be a woman, I have to wear 2 shoe sizes that are literally completely different. So I'm about to try on an 8.5 on my right foot and a 9.5 on my left foot. I'm really gonna buy 2 different pairs of shoes
That you'll only wear once.
Hello, it is currently 8:52 p.m. DrawCon is now in T-minus 14 hours. I have everything that I need, but I am still really nervous for tomorrow, and I'm not exactly sure why. I think that I have my look all together, but the one thing that I'm really missing for this whole video is like a lesson on how to like actually be a drag queen. And I think that because I've been planning all of this so quickly, and because I just moved, and because now I'm traveling, that it kind of slipped my mind. But that was a really important thing that I should not have skipped over. So I do have a few friends that I know are in town right now for the actual convention tomorrow. So I think I'm going to cross my fingers and send out a few texts and pray that I can get somebody over here tonight to talk to me and help me hopefully calm my nerves, but also talk to you guys as well, because I think obviously I'm trying this out for the first time, but it would be really cool to actually hear the perspective of somebody that does this for a living, that does this every single day, that is great at this, and can maybe speak on what it's like to be a working drag queen, both to me and to anybody else out there who is trying it out. So I'm going to send out a few texts, and I'm going to look up some makeup inspiration for tomorrow, and I'm going to walk in my heels a little bit, and I'm going to try to calm myself down, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Alright, you guys, it is currently 10 o'clock p.m., literally on the dot. Wow, queen of punctuality. And I am joined today with Aja, a legendary New York City-based drag queen from Brooklyn. She is so talented and a good friend of mine as well. So, hey, sister. Hi. I thought it'd be so much fun for us to kind of like sit down and talk together about tomorrow, because tomorrow is DragCon New York City, and I am so nervous. And you've always been a really, really great friend and mentor of mine, even though I've only done drag a few times. So I thought it'd be really great for us to like sit down together to talk about like the whole drag process, because as I told you, I'm doing a video where I do like my first time ever in full-on drag.
Ooh.
And I thought like doing DragCon New York City like as my first like public appearance could kind of be like fun and fresh, but now I'm like really nervous about it for like a lot of different reasons. So I thought like it'd be best to get advice from someone who's like working in the field and like doing it really well too.
Okay. See, we're gonna have to like de-nervousize you because
I love that word.
I don't even know if it's a word, but the thing about it is that I think drag is all about confidence.
Yeah.
And when you're in that zhuzh,
Yes.
you have to just feel it. Like, I don't know what insecure drag is. You're gonna shine no matter what.
Right.
And you're really good at makeup. I saw you did this one transformation. I think it was the first drag transformation you did where you said that you were going for a very natural look.
Yes.
It was really good, and it was just the perfect blend of natural and like the stereotypical like drag makeup.
Right.
If it's anything like that you're doing, I can imagine that everything else is gonna just like
Thanks, girl.
go together.
In order to like pull this actually off, I've been working with a lot of like the industry professionals and like the top of the top to put my look together. Cassius did my dress, and then Wigs and Grace did my hair, and then Reichelen did my jewelry, and then I did my makeup. I'm not the best of the best, but I am pretty decent with the blending brush, I will say. So it's not really the look that I'm worried about, because I know that I'm actually in good hands. I'm more worried about like the drag community, because I've had like not the best relationship with the drag community in the past, and I'm really scared because the drag community is like a group of people that I look up to a lot. Like, I've been watching Drag Race and following drag queens on social media literally like since season 1 and from way beforehand. I've met so many of them. I've always looked up to so many of them, including you. Obviously, I've told you this before, and it's kind of scary because although I love a lot of these people, I know for a lot of them the feeling isn't mutual, which is fine, but it's a little bit of a scary thought because it's a community that I respect, and by doing drag for the first time, I don't want to walk in there and disrespect anybody. God forbid I do anything wrong, I guess is like the best way to put it.
I think you will be fine because honestly, drag is very inclusive, especially in a safe space like DragCon. You will be respected, and it's just like, think about it, everybody does drag. Technically, you've been doing drag.
Right.
Celebrities do drag all the time. Nicki Minaj, Lady Gaga, like,
yeah.
And there's so many different ways to look at drag. It's not just like a cis male in a dress. Sometimes it's just like James Charles doing makeup. That's your drag, that's your drag. Nobody can tell you different. If people don't support you from the drag community, those are just little pieces. They can really like get over themselves because you are a person and we're all people in the community. I support you, and I know a lot of other people do support you there as well. So you will be welcome, and you know you're gonna have fans there as well, people who are going to be like going bananas when they see you.
I hope there will be some sister search tomorrow. I haven't actually announced that I'm coming yet, so...
Sister surprise.
Yeah, it's a sister surprise. So like, I'm actually excited. I don't know who's gonna be there. What is going to be like the hardest part about being in drag tomorrow?
The worst 3 things about being in drag, in my opinion, to me, are 1, blotting. You have to touch up your makeup very frequently, especially when people want to take pictures.
Yep.
Like, it's very handy to have someone who has a touch-up near you, or even just like, for the girls on the go, have a little powder puff in your purse.
Yep, I always do. So that one's taken care of already.
Girl, you don't want to look like an oil pit in the pics.
Mm-mm.
And then also the feet. walking in heels all day when you're not used to wearing heels, by this point, I have hooves. I am basically a horse, so I'm used to it.
That's what I'm most scared about, I will say.
Number 3 would have to be the end of the day. Being in drag all day is so different from being in drag all night. When you're in drag all day, the lighting, especially if you're wearing contacts and lashes, it just like makes your eyes tired and heavy. And then when it's time to get out of drag, it's like you slowly start peeling it off like a second and third skin. And then you kind of just look at it and you're just like, wow, how am I alive? You're gonna be so tired, your feet are gonna be in pain, and you're gonna be like, how am I alive? But while you're doing it, the fantasy is so turned on that it just doesn't matter, like, except for the shoes, you might want to bring some flats.
Oh, that's gonna be hard. So speaking of getting like your signature look all together, the one thing that I've noticed throughout doing this transformation tonight, and obviously of course I am working with the top of the top, this is very expensive. It does cost money usually to be beautiful, but drag on a budget is a thing as well. I guess my question for you is like, obviously drag has like exploded you onto a bigger platform where you're able to get tons of gigs, and now you're always booked out. I love like watching you perform and stuff, like your stories, seeing the crowd is so amazing. But beforehand, everybody's kind of like a queen on a budget. Just like any artist, you have to buy materials for your art form. What advice would you give to smaller queens that want to start out doing drag, and how does drag on a budget really work?
For me, before I was given the platform of Drag Race, I had to learn to make everything myself.
Yeah.
That was the real way to stay on a budget, is you want to look nice, but as nice as you want to look, you also have to like save the money, because you're not getting paid enough to look the way you look. You can go to the club, and even if I did my own wig, I had to pay maybe $50 for the wig, and then it's like the $10 for the hairspray, and then the brush and the comb. The dress was maybe a $40 dress I got up the block, but I still bought a $20 pack of Swarovski rhinestones to zhuzh it up.
Yeah.
You know, the makeup, the shoes. I'm a size 14. My feet can fit into canoes, like literal boats. Find a way to learn to do everything yourself.
Yeah.
That's the hard thing, because sewing is not easy. Doing hair is annoying unless you really have the patience and the time for it. Now, when I get my wigs made by Gloria from Wigs and Grace, like I'm just like, thank you for saving my life and making me look like a trout, like, not a trout, a catfish.
Oh,
no,
yes,
no.
love that.
More like angelfish.
Oh, love.
Majestic.
I guess my last question for you is, and you kind of already slightly touched on this, but just to give like an overall answer. For myself and for any other young kids out there who want to try out drag, what is the best piece of advice that you could give overall?
I think the best advice for anybody is really just know the reason you're doing drag, or find the reason through drag itself. Because for some people, drag is their art form. For some people, the art form of drag is their medium to show their talents. And for some people, it's to help them find themselves. Some people discover their trends through drag. Some people discover who they are. For me, drag is very therapeutical.
Yeah.
So I think the biggest advice is to use drag however you can to help yourself.
Oh, I love that answer.
And help other people. But
yeah.
But like, also, if you can't help yourself first, you'll never be able to help other people. So I used to be like super insane, because like I had so much anxiety and so much depression and, you know, teenage angst and yada yada. And I started doing drag, and I slowly like kind of picked myself up, and I didn't have anybody around me, and I just kind of found a person in me, and I learned to love myself, and I took that message and I started to teach it to other people. So when I see like queens who, you know, may not look the best, or like look like they don't have the funds, I never sit there and make fun of them or be like, oh wow, because you don't know where people come from.
Right.
Even if like they don't look their best, instead of saying something like, oh look at her, like she looks busted, going up to them and just saying hi, introducing myself, and, you know, saying like, I'm happy you're doing this. Because anybody who's trying to do drag deserves some type of recognition.
And everyone has to start somewhere too.
Yes, like people think that you wake up overnight and you're just like the glam squad, and you're just like, oh yes, like, girl.
Well, that's why I was like nervous for this video too, because I'm obviously very blessed and privileged to be able to work with the team that I'm working with for this video, but I know not everybody is the same way. So I really appreciate like getting your perspective on it as someone who's worked in the industry for a very, very long time, and has went from like trying out drag, little baby drag for the first time, to like being this superstar queen.
I think people will see what you're doing, and will see that you're using your platform to also like further what you learned, and they will learn from that as well. So I think that what you're doing is cool. It is risky, because like, I know why you're nervous.
Right.
But I guarantee you, people are gonna look at this and they're gonna think that you're brave, and they're gonna think that it's cool, and they're gonna want to try it too.
Well, thank you so much, sister, for joining me today. This really has actually helped me a lot and like calm my nerves. I feel really good about this. I'm sure by the time I wake up tomorrow morning, the feelings may be back, but I'm gonna just go into it with my absolute all, give it my best, and just look absolutely fierce and fabulous. And I'll see you there.
If you don't come see me first, I'm getting sister security to escort you out.
I will, I promise. Well, thank you, sister.
Yeah, thank you.
You're the best. Off to a really great start already. I just happened to wake up this morning, and it's currently 10:30. I set my alarm for 8 o'clock, and I woke up, and my alarm is still on somehow, but it's 10:30 here in New York. My time zone literally did not switch on my phone, and now I'm 2 hours late. Good morning. What time is it? It's 11 a.m. This is not good. I'm so mad. Like I cannot believe that this happened. How did this happen? I'm gonna start off by gluing down my eyebrows because I have man eyebrows and I need to not have those today. So flat. That's what we want. So once the glue's like on there and brushed up a little bit, I'm actually gonna take a wet washcloth and just go over some of those edges really, really lightly just to kind of blend them in to my natural skin. So now we need the glue to dry before we move on to the next layer. What do we do to make them dry, you ask? Let me tell you. Bam. Coming soon to sister-apparel.com. So now that my brows are both glued down and basically almost dry, I'm just gonna take my favorite loose powder and grab quite a lot of it and just a powder puff, and I'm going to press that right over top of the brows to lock them in place, and also to put any remaining powder inside of any little gaps. Just make sure they're super, super smooth. Approximately 3 videos ago now, you guys all heard me say, color correcting is really stupid. I've never color corrected in a million years. Guess what I'm about to do? Color correct, because I'm a man. My beard is showing a lot for some reason today, and the last several weeks I need to get laser hair removal right now. So going in and starting off with foundation today, I'm gonna grab my Krylon TV paint sticks. This one is in the shade NB, which is not my shade. I'm gonna go over top of this with foundation in a very short second, but this is like a super intense full coverage foundation, like literally it's like cement. So what I'm gonna do is go like this. Now this looks disgusting, so I'm gonna take my Too Faced Born This Way foundation, which you guys know is my all-time favorite, and go over top of that so it looks less crazy. So now I need to highlight my face, and when it comes to drag makeup, obviously drag is all about high contrast. So instead of grabbing a concealer, what I'm going to do is grab a white foundation. This is the Krylon TV paint stick once again, but this is in the shade 00. And this stuff is actually really, really bomb. I love using this, and I'm just going to go like this. Okay, so normally I would set my face in place right now, but I think I'm actually gonna do my eyebrows first so I can powder over top of them to lock them in. I normally would never do this. I don't know why I would take a risk on a day like this, but we're gonna do it anyway. Now as for the jawline, I'm going to contour my jaw as usual. Just really chisel it out there because we don't want a double chin. But when it comes to the corners of my jawline, we're gonna do something sad. Then I'm gonna take my big round fluffy brush, this is the M527, and dip into that same middle tone shade a little bit, but mostly into the kind of left more caramelly shade. And I'm gonna use this as like a bronzer to marry together my natural skin tone and the contour shade. Just make everything blend really seamlessly. Low-key happy with how I'm looking so far. So now we're gonna move on to the eye makeup. So what I'm gonna do first is grab one of these weird cards that the hotel has in here, and I'm going to rip it in half. And I'm gonna use these to actually frame out my winged liner today. It makes this so much easier. 10 out of 10, would recommend. Let me tell you how we're gonna do this. I'm first gonna grab a big fluffy brush. This is the M441. I'm just gonna dip into a kind of like neutral tone, browny, warm, orangey moment and put that in my crease as a transition shade. And I'm gonna use this and I'm gonna blend it right into the nose contour in this inner corner. And I'm gonna pull it up into the white. So now I'm gonna grab this little business card and my fluffy brush. I'm gonna place this card right on the corner of my eye, just like this, being right below my lower lash line and kind of right past the end of my eyebrow. I'm gonna press it in there and I'm gonna go right in on my crease and blend. And I'm gonna pull this all the way out to the edge. With that same color, I'm going to pull it down into that outer corner as well and onto the lid. Really deepen up that outer crease. While that brush is still there, I'm gonna grab the fluffy one and just go over those edges to make sure they're nice and blended out. And then with the slightest bit of black, I'm just gonna go right in that outer V, just to really create a lot of dimension. I'm gonna pull that right up to where the wing is gonna be. imagining the crease, I'm gonna pull that upwards in like a circular motion and just tucking it right underneath the eyebrow and here. Then I'm gonna grab my M433 once again, going over that edge, just to make sure it's blended, pulling it right up. And now we pray that this worked. Oh yes, bingo! So good and fresh. Now what I'm gonna do once this eye is complete, I'm gonna grab a concealer brush. This is the M421 and more of the white, and I'm going to carve out my crease. So once again, I'm gonna grab a little fluffy brush and set that in place using white eyeshadow. In this outer corner, I'm gonna grab my fluffy brush with that cool tone brown once again, and I'm just gonna go over this white edge just to start kind of blending in that smoky eye all together. And then in that little outer corner again, just gonna go back in with my dark brown. Now I'm gonna grab a liquid liner. This one is the Wet n Wild one. And I'm going to draw out my wing. Now I'm gonna use that black fluffy brush once again, once that wing is loosely drawn on there. And I'm just gonna set over that with the black because I really wanna make sure that this black wing is blended into the rest of like the eye look. I really cannot stand when like you can actually see the wing. I think it looks really bad. I'm gonna grab the white, once again, surprise, surprise, and I'm gonna put this in my lower waterline. This eye shape is definitely very inspired by Aquaria. She's obviously one of my all-time favorite queens, but I really like having white in this inner corner right here because it just opens up the eye and makes it look so much bigger and very doll-like, which you guys know are definitely like my all-time favorite techniques to do during even like my regular makeup style. I just like making myself look like a doll. So just like the upper lash line as well, whenever we go into the white, we're just going to use the white eyeshadow to set it in place. Especially in the lower region as well. You guys know I definitely have very, very sensitive eyes. And with my contacts and with all the lashes and on top of being sick, the last thing that I want is my liner like running around or dripping into this area. And then with that floppy brush and that dark brown from before, just going to blend out the lower lash line below the new lower lash line that we just created. And making sure to carry it right up into that upper wing. So we pretty much have the eyeshadow portion of one eye all complete. Here's what we have going on so far. Hello. Really loving this so far. I obviously have the other eye to do and I'm running very, very late. So what I'm gonna do is go do the other one off camera quickly and I'll be right back to finish off the lashes, the lips, the highlight, and then everything else. I will see you guys in a few short minutes. Mwah. I went and finished the other eye and I also custom cut these lashes together. So pretty, so nice, so spiky. So now I'm going to try to glue these on. Instead of lash glue today, I'm gonna be using weave bonding glue to glue this on my eyeball. Okay, so my eyes are now all complete. Thank God, this is taking me so long. I'm running so late, but at this point, I literally do not even care anymore. Now I have to finish my look. I'm gonna do some highlighter, of course. I'm just gonna start off by spritzing my face using the Morphe Prep and Set, just so it's like nice and dewy, so it has something to stick to. And also because I have a lot of powder on and have not used setting spray yet. Oh God, I'm scared. I'm gonna grab an M504 brush. Oh yes. I'm gonna line my lips using the ColourPop I Love Sada E lip liner in the shade Curvy. That's my all-time favorite. All right, you guys, and 3 hours later, that is this makeup look all complete. I'm going to lock this in place using some Sister setting spray, and now I have a lot more to do. So first we have our beautiful body padding courtesy of Astro Booty. Okay, now these, oh my gosh, okay, now it's corset time. Do you remember how to put this on me? Oh yeah, here we go, here we go.
I can't even dig it in there.
I don't understand how you can do this yourself. How many cases does it take to close a corset?
3 right now.
How's that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Whoa.
It's all the way like in.
Uh-huh.
You're good. You don't want it any tighter than that.
Like hold it this tight enough because if it's not, the dress literally will not fit. I'm still alive, but I'm barely breathing. Oh my back, I can feel it looking.
It's so nasty looking.
Ew!
So nasty.
Ew! Oh my God! Ew! I guess it has to go somewhere, huh? I can't even bend over. Oh my God. Perfect.
It makes you appreciate on Drag Race of like getting to 20-minute quick drag,
Right.
and like they put a body on.
It's so insane.
It's like, how did you get that body on that quickly?
I can't imagine how like you could make this process any easier. You know
This
what I
is
mean?
full service management right here, by the way. Okay, pull those up.
I'm already having trouble breathing.
Like, pull these from the top, and then I'll get each like leg. I'll kind of like.
Oh, my mom puts on my panties. Probably should do the hair now. So now we have to put on our wig. I always like to go around the edge of the lace and leave about maybe like 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch around all sides, just so it doesn't look really, really weird on the hairline. Obviously, this is a wig, but I want it to look as real as possible. So I have to glue it onto my head. So now we have this, which is spirit gum. And this stuff is a lot, but it's what we have to do. So I'm gonna brush this on to my head right here. That's where my sideburn is gonna be. And I'm gonna put some right up here in the center of my forehead. I'm not gonna be putting on too much just because I'm obviously not gonna be like performing or anything today, but I definitely do want it to still be locked in place. As much as I love a good wig flu comment, that is not what I'm going after today. Now we just go and we press the wig right onto those areas where we have the lace.
Looking good, girl.
Feeling gorgeous.
Oh, perfect. Thank you, Cassie. Okay, so the earrings I got today are clip-on, and once again I have to use some spirit gum to stick them on or else they will fall because they're super, super, super heavy. It's dress time. Let's do this. Okay. Go right in. Praying that we're able to close this. Oh, she's in? Is it tight?
Yeah, I need a second pair of hands.
Are we in? How does she look?
Womana.
Really?
Yeah, where are the shoes?
Wait, I wanna see. Ah! Oh my god!
I literally just tried to squeeze your foot into the heel and I was like, oh, that's bone. Like, there's no way. Does that feel okay? Yeah, you're in. One.
Oh no.
In.
Uh-oh. My foot is slipping out of it.
You have to stuff it. Just
Okay.
toilet paper or tissue.
No! This does not need to happen right now. It is... Oh, not good. My feet already hurt. I'm gonna cry. This is not good. What do I do? You guys, we've arrived here at DragCon New York City. My nerves have calmed down definitely a little bit now that I feel super, super confident and beautiful. I just hope that I don't fall over at this point, but I've been texting a lot of my favorite queens this morning, and I'm gonna go to all their booths and go say hi, and this should be a really incredible experience, so let's go. can't even laugh because my chest hurts too much. This day was insane. Oh my God. Okay, that is DragCon day one, all complete. I probably look disgusting at this point. My hair is still on, my dress is still on, my waist is still cinched, fan's still working. The shoes are gone. Lost those pretty early on, but today overall was absolutely amazing. I'm gonna head back to the hotel and de-drag and take all this off because I literally feel like I'm about to die. Today was so much work and I wanna tell you guys all about my experience, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So let's call an Uber and I will see you guys in a few short minutes. Oh my God, I've never been in more pain in my entire life. My big toenails, I feel like are literally ripped off. Ouch. Okay, unzip, please, 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 please. Dress down.
Panties and pads.
Panties.
That was the only time I've ever taken a pair of panties off in my life.
Ah! What's going on back there?
It looks okay, actually.
Oh,
it
thank
doesn't
God.
look any more blue than when we left.
Oh, great. I'm glad my skin is still alive.
You're dying for that corset to come off.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I'm mad.
Not yet, you're not.
Now, I tied this really tight, so just give me a minute, because it's been on here for a while. I don't know how. I need, like, tweezers or something.
Jay.
Oh, wait. Okay, I got it. I got it.
You got it, Jay?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Come on, come on, come on.
I'm trying. It's a lot of lace. Woo! Turn around. Turn around.
What does it look like?
You look like the Predator. I don't know. That's the only way I can describe it. The front too.
Oh my God. Well, I kind of still look a little singed.
Yeah. Kind of.
Kind of good. My stomach is back. My toes hurt so much. I don't want to cry, so I'm just laughing. Oh my God, this has been the longest day of my entire life. I look disgusting. Like, I'm scared. Hello. My normal makeup I can keep on for like a few hours during the day and like get away with it. This, no. I can't. Today was insane. Like, absolutely insane. I was so nervous. Ew. There's just like a lot of things that I was worried about. My outfit, my hair, my makeup looking good because my drag makeup has definitely been quite the roller coaster for me. My shoes, which obviously did not exactly end up working out, but you know what? It's okay, I took them off. There were a lot of other queens that had their shoes off as well that were walking around in slippers or barefoot, which I thought was so iconic, so I definitely was not the only one that wanted to go for the challenge. But the thing that I was most nervous about overall was actually meeting so many of these queens that I've looked up to forever because of the fact that I don't exactly have the best reputation in the drag world. It's been a community that I've loved forever, but I've really tried to stay away from in order to avoid trauma, just because of something that happened at DragCon 2 years ago with me cutting a line and a security guard. Very, very long story that I don't really need to get into, but it was a complete misunderstanding, and now a lot of the drag fans don't like me, so that's great. Every single queen that I met today was literally so beyond nice. I'm gonna insert some of the photos here with the queens that I was able to take photos with, and they were all so incredibly supportive and had such nice things to say about my first time in drag. So many of the queens actually didn't recognize me at first until I said, "Hi, sister," and then they were like, oh my God! Which, watching that reaction was actually so incredibly cool. So many of them said that my makeup looked beautiful and that they did not recognize me, which is definitely a good thing because it means I did a good job of camouflaging myself and becoming a sister superstar drag queen. I was also able to meet so many of you sisters as well, which is always so crazy to me. I did not announce that I was going to DragCon, obviously, because I wanted this whole video to be like a little bit of a sister surprise, so surprise. But so many of you guys found me right away after I posted a Snapchat in my hotel room this morning and my finished look, and we literally shut the convention down, which is so much fun. I thought that I already had like the absolute highest level of respect for drag queens before even going into this video, but let me tell you, that bar has been raised literally like through the roof. Although I had so much fun today, this is probably one of the most physically challenging experiences I have ever had in my entire life. Wearing that corset all day long is so incredibly painful. My back fat literally looked like it was about to turn purple and like fall off. That sounds so gross. But literally, like, it was so hard to breathe and walk around that entire day. Working with Sister Alex for the gown was so much fun because he's literally so talented. And I think for next time I do drag, I probably am not going to get a gown. As beautiful as I looked, walking around with a train all day was so hard. Spent so much money on that gown and every penny of it was worth it, but the entire bottom of it is covered with footprints from people stepping on it all day long, so definitely need a bodysuit for the next look. And the shoes. Let me tell you about the shoes. Apparently, I learned through this lesson that my feet are two very different sizes. Great, did not know that. How I went 19 years without figuring this out, I don't know. But apparently it took me looking for a pair of white high heels to figure this out, and now I know. Aside from the physical pain of today though, this experience has been so much fun, and I am so beyond glad that I did it. It's truly one of my favorite experiences that I've had to date, just seeing everybody walk around in their wigs and makeup and crazy hair and outfits, expressing themselves. Like, what a beautiful and amazing thing. This has been such an incredible and eye-opening experience for me because obviously I've done drag so many different times on Instagram, but I've never done like full drag. Alright you guys, my skin is back to normal now. I am going to lay down in bed and probably ice my big toes and also get a huge sister snack because I have not eaten anything and I am starving. If you guys enjoyed this video today, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up down below. So much work and love went into this, not only from me, but so many amazing people as well. So go down and show your sister support. It would mean so much to us. Also, if you have not already, don't forget to click that big red subscribe button and come join the sisterhood. We are 8.5 million sisters strong. Oh my god, we're getting so close to the big 10 million. And also click that bell icon so you can get a notification every time I upload a brand new video. If you'd like to follow me on my makeup journey and see my drag transformations and also a whole lot more normal makeup looks as well, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. They're both as James Charles, and my Snapchat for more behind the scenes stuff is James Charles with an extra S after Charles. This video's sister shout out goes to Sister Mary. Perfect name for this video today. Thank you so much for always following and supporting. I love you literally so much. And if you at home would like to be the next video's sister shout out, don't forget to always retweet my video links when they go live on Twitter. Alright sisters, thank you so much for watching this video today. I really hope you enjoyed it. I had so much fun. I love you and I will see you in the next one. Bye!